They didn't have no idea what was about to take place in their life. They came to them as a surprise. But that thing what God has in store for them, it's not going to be a surprise. Why? Because you're going to see it when it's gone. So you're going to see your healing when it's gone. You're going to know that it is God that has healed you. I know I am the Lord my God that healed you. And cleanse you and forgive you of all your sins. God is going to heal. We're talking about a victim of circumstances. We're talking about somebody that almost gave up hope. See, that's why the name of the ministry is called Renewed Hope. So God sent me to renew somebody's hope. That He is. That He will heal you. That He's a healer, a deliverer, and a way maker. But I'm still talking about a victim of circumstances. I'm talking about this young man. When he found himself going before the king, he fell down prostrate on his face. And see, if we can honor the manly king in that way, why we can't lay prostrate before God? Why? See, the king can only give you what he has, but God can give you what somebody else has. The king can only give you what's in his possession. See, God said, I'm going to give you houses that you ain't even did. You couldn't even read the blueprints. They didn't even know where their property was. But all you know that God bless you with that house. God said, I'll give you wells that you didn't even dig. You see, I'll give you vineyards that you didn't even plant. But see, that only comes to a victim of circumstance. See, that comes to somebody that has accepted and realized that it is God that's doing all the work. You're talking about a victim of circumstance. You're talking about some folks. It's not my fault that I turned out the way I am. But since I realized that I'm messed up, and there was one that was hung up for my mess up, and I accepted him, and he came down that I might come in. I'm understanding now that everything that was held back from me, everything that the enemy stole from me when I came into the world, he robbed me of some things. He robbed me of some things. And see, when I done got to the place now, those things, that's why you got to have the Holy Ghost. Thank you, Lord. That's why you got to have the Holy Ghost. My Bible tells me, Apostle Weaver, that the Holy Ghost will bring all things to your remembrance. See, you got to have the Holy Ghost to bring back some of them things to your remembrance that the devil stole from you. And as the Holy Ghost brings it back, I'm writing it down. Lord, the devil took this from me. And he said, I'm going to return it unto you 100-fold. Because he took it from you. But see, when he took it from him, he didn't take it from him to possess it on his own. See, my Bible tells me that when the enemy took the children of Israel thing, he only took it to take care of it. Because God would have gave it to us. When we was messed up, we were lost. See, this young man I'm talking about, and I'm about to take my seat. This young man, he was a young boy, and rightly he was the next heir to the throne. Because his grandfather was a king. His father was the prince. That meant that he was the prince after the prince. And the prince that I serve, the Prince of Peace. Thank you, Lord. He promised me some high places that I'll be able to sit next to some dignitaries. But see, the reason he didn't allow me to do it back then is because I would mess up the blessing when they would bless me. So he had to take some stuff out of me, and he's still taking it out of me, prepare me to receive that what he has in store for me. But see, I'm looking for it to come to pass. See this young man here, he didn't know the Lord. See, he only knew what his mother, his father, and his granddad and his uncles did. He only knew what they explained to him. See, and that's what got a lot of us messed up. That's what folks say. But see, folks don't have the keys and the plan to my future. God is the author and the finisher of our faith. I appreciate what you say to me. I appreciate what you say about me. But one thing I'm going to declare to you right now, that whatever God say I am, that's what I am. people give definitions of Lodebar all kinds of ways. It was a nasty place. It was this, it was that. But God was in the midst of Lodebar. God was in Lodebar.
Yes, it was.
Because if God wasn't in Lodebar, then Mephibosheth would have been messed up like the people of Lodebar. If that's the version of Lodebar that you want to accept, that everybody down there was messed up. But when you begin to read and you get some understanding and you go and get you some books, you'll find out that folks in Lodebar were rich.
Yeah.
And this young man grew up around some rich folks. See, that's why I'm acquainting myself with some rich folks. So that way when I get rich, I know how to handle it. So God raised him up, see, in the midst of some wealthy folks. It don't say that the boy was begging for bread. It said that he was in Lodebar. And if he made it to the age of what he was in, I can't see this young man making it all the way up to the age around about 15 or 16 and living good, just like, living that many years from the age of 5. That he made it, man, if you're not eating in that many years, I think you'll die of starvation.
Come on, man.
So somebody was taking care of him. But because God had predestined something for his life. God dropped it in David's spirit. David said, is there not one left in the house of Saul? That's all it takes, apostle. All it takes is one.
Yes, sir.
All it takes is one that believe and have accepted that they were a victim of circumstances to say, here am I.